Hello, this is Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage. And thanks for joining me today for day 79 of the 100-day project. That little clip that you saw in the beginning of the video that I sped up a bit was showing you what was actually going on in the art room today. And now I'm back in. It's evening. It's the end of a long day, so I don't plan on sticking around too long, but I did want to turn the camera on and get my video in for the day. I definitely have been, working a bit on the Apothecary's garden journals and such. And I wanted to, first thing I wanted to do was show you the covers. Okay, the covers are completed. And if you recall, by the way, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad to have you here. And if you're those people that come back day after day and keep me company here in the art room, my friends, thank you so much. Okay, if you're following along and you have been here before, you know that we're doing three signature journals, and two of them we were going to be doing as the Apothecary's garden. Okay, and then we were going to do one as just in the garden with a more ornate type images, papers, lots of pinks, and I don't know, garden stuff. And in the process of making the covers, I have decided that all three of the journals are going to be the Apothecary's garden, and it's because I didn't like my butterflies on the fuchsias. It's not that I don't like them, I do, they're cute, but they're not, they're not realistic enough, and I just, I just decided that I'm going to save that image for something else, some other time, and I did two with this image on them. So the covers are ready, and now I've just gathered some papers from around my desk to see what I have and what I'll need. I need to do some printing, but it's going to be in the morning. It's not going to be tonight. I'm tired. I'm tired. All right. I'm definitely going to I like to put, braille paper in when I can. I have some of it. My stash is not huge anymore. It's dwindling. So, even though I like to put it in there so people have that little bit of texture and the opportunity to, to feel to touch the braille paper if they've never experienced that before, I like to add a little bit of that when I can. So I'm going to put those in, and there's some of these pages that are printed on one side and I haven't trimmed them yet. I'm going to set those aside, make a pile over there to set those aside, and I'm going to print on the other side tomorrow. And then I have some book pages from different herb garden books. One of the books is this one. Hello, this is Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage. Hello, this is Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage. Thanks for joining. Sorry about that. You had lots of welcomes today. Okay, so this is one of the herb books that that I've been using when I do gardening, especially Apothecary. And it's nice thick paper. I like it, and I think it just adds a little something to have the herb book paper in the journals. And again, like we were talking, I'm going to take some of these papers that have not been trimmed around the edges. I'm going to put it back through the printer tomorrow and print on the other side. All right, so book pages. A couple of things that, like, this is smaller pages. Smaller pages, as long as they're printed on both sides, I don't mind seeing the smaller pages in my journal. And here's another book page, a big one. From the herb book, I guess. These violas are considered herbs. Are considered herbal. They're herbaceous anyway. All right, and then is this double-sided? Yep. All right, so the ones that are double-sided and not trimmed, I'm going to make a whole separate little pile of those, because that's what I'm going to be doing, is trimming the edges. I really wish, I really wish, if I ever, you know, replace my printer with a new printer, I'm going to make sure, the first thing I'm going to make sure of is that I can print borderless, because it is a pain and rambunctious. It's a pain to have to trim on every single solitary paper that you use, have to trim the white edges off. Okay, so all of these are double-sided. Well, that one's not. Let's see. I don't want to speak too soon. All right, so these are, that is ephemera. Okay, these are double-sided. I may go ahead and use this. This is a misprint. It's a piece of ephemera that, and I did this in the last journal, or I did that actually in my May journal. I used the misprint, and I went ahead and put a pocket on there. You can't even tell that that it was a giant skull in my May journal. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. And all right, the ones that are printed on one side that have already been trimmed, those I'm going to keep, because I don't want to run that back, try and run that back through the printer. I'm going to keep those for collaging. All right, these can all be run back through the printer tomorrow. Yes, they can. Okay, to give us more two-sided pages. Okay, so how are all of you, and what's going on in your desks? What's going on in your creative space? I'd be interested to know. All right, this one is good. All right, and then I'm going to have to locate some, you know, round up some other paper, the ones that I call others, you know, the notebook papers, lined papers, the, you know, tea-dyed papers, or whatever papers I have that are the others. I need to round those up. Okay, a lot of this is just going to be collage papers. Most of this. Okay. All right, well, we ended up with a few, which is helpful. It's that much less than I have to print tomorrow. All right. This is the no section. This is the reprint section. This is the already two-sided, just needs to be trimmed section. All right, so I know what my project is for first thing in the morning. Okay, what are you doing on your desk? Once we have, you know, some papers gathered, we'll be able to sort them out into our 3 signatures for all 3 journals and get them sewn in, and then we can start on the fun stuff, like adding the ephemera, the pockets, and the fun stuff. All right, I look forward to doing that with you all, and I appreciate you stopping in and keeping me company here. Even though it's a short little video today, I did want to make sure to, you know, to keep my 100-day project going. I got a couple of days behind. Oh, I know why I had my iPad here. I wanted to show you guys something to see if any of you know more than I do about things. You may have seen on video 215, it was day 76. I just did a quick little video, and I didn't run it through YouTube Shorts because I really dislike the portrait mode. I don't like that. You know, that's one thing I don't like about Instagram, is that everything has to be portrait mode, because I use my iPad for, you know, most everything. Anyway, if you see right here, this little thing that says copyright popped up here. I don't know what that means. Can you see it? Okay, that's in, it says your videos, and that's 2 days ago, that popped up, and now it says copyright. And what I did was run the video. I 10 times, you know, put the speed up 10 times and ran it through CapCut, which is what I use to stitch my videos together, because I have an iPhone, and iPhone does not have a pause button on the video. So I always just run it. It's the simplest thing. I don't have to learn anything. I already, you know how to do it. It's simple. I just run it through CapCut and stitch. If I have 2 or 3 videos I have to stitch together, I do that. So I went a step further and learned how to, for the first time, speed things up. Okay, I made the little video and I added music to it from the CapCut app. And now, like, nobody took it down. Nobody said you can't do that. But that little thing right there says copyright. So if any of you have any insight to what that means, let me know. And what I did, you can see, whoops, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. Okay, what I did was go into the description section, and I wrote, after I saw that, I wrote, mariachi music is from the CapCut editing tool. I don't know if that helps. I don't know, you know, what the deal is. If you have any tips for me, if you have a YouTube channel and you know anything about that, let me know. I'm a rule follower. I like to kind of go with the flow of things. I would assume if I really couldn't do it, they would have shut it down. Or I've heard other people say that they've gotten flagged for this or that. I don't know if that's a flag. You know, is a flag, or is a flag, you better take this down or else? I don't know. Anyway, that's my question for all of you. I appreciate you hanging in there with me and letting me know. I guess I'm going to have to, if I don't get an answer from one of you really bright, smart people telling me where to look for the information, I will probably have to Google it. Google it or look up a YouTube video. Anyway, I'm a little tired, and this is just kind of going on and on right now. So I'm going to say goodnight for now. I thank you for joining me and putting up with me as I'm learning a little bit more about editing my videos and getting some things done. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.